So, it appears that Quando Rondo had basically kind of responded to this crazy situation with Lil Durk and a number of the OTF members being charged with different charges. And I believe Lil Durk is charged with a murder for hire. And Quando Rondo had put on his Instagram, it seems like on a story, I guess, that, we didn't get into this music industry to make it just to stay caught up in the street-ish. We all have families and communities counting on us. It's time to leave all that behind. We've already lost so much. And so he just continues on and basically is, ends it in end quote saying life goes on. And it seems like he also kind of forgives Lil Durk for killing his cousin. It's just crazy. It's really, all of this is just really crazy. And it sounds like, when you think about it, it's like it just keeps going on. It's a loop. It's a loop. And, we've lost so many artists, so many rappers, so many, even outside of this, so many, black men in general, that I really think it just kind of really needs to stop, And I think a lot of time these situations start with the attitudes. It's the attitudes, it's the behavior, I'm the baddest, or I'm the toughest, or I feel like I was disrespected. I was feeling, somebody did this to me, somebody did that to me, and it's like everybody's just going off. I feel the best way that we could probably solve some of these issues is really by the interactions and how we communicate with each other. Because, I think this whole thing kind of started off the wrong way anyway with King Von. I think once in the verse with Young Boy Never Broke, or I don't know if he was supposed to do a verse on his track or vice versa, whatever it was. And I think King Von felt some type of way about it. And it seemed that was a part of the starting the beef with Young Boy. And, it seemed like it escalated from there. And the next thing you know, Quando Rondo gets pulled into the situation. When Von is seen, I guess, at the club, the Atlanta shooting, he's like throwing them hands or whatever, and so then he gets shot and killed. And I felt like that was a little too that, in my opinion, going that far to just be whipping out guns and just shooting. I feel like that's a little too much. I think even throwing hands, I think it should just be a thing of, like I said, a thing of communication. Communication is the key. I bring that up just to say I feel like Lil Durk, on his end, he could have probably squashed this by letting King Von know, like, yo, just ease up on the beefing with Young Boy. Let's not go down that direction. Let's just try to let's keep focusing on this music game. We doing big things. We got this big deal. I believe with Def Jam or so, we got this big deal. We building our label. We getting things started. We making moves. Continue to go down that route and just keep trying to put out good music and eventually progress to better music. You know what I'm saying? To change your community, to change your life, to make bigger, I would say, bigger changes. And it's just sad to see these kind of loops like this. You know what I'm saying? The brothers getting back into the fighting. Somebody's getting killed over here, this one's getting shot, that one's getting shot, and it's just out of control. And it's sad to see Lil Durk had went down this route. While I still feel it's understandable, you kind of want to like avenge your boy. You know what I'm saying? You want to avenge your boy or whatnot, your homie or whatnot, and protect them, because not protect, but like basically just avenge their death in some way or something to that effect. And my thing is, I get it, but I still feel like don't lose sight of what will happen. What's at stake and what you could potentially lose, because now you've made it to so many levels. You've made so much success. you've garnered so much success. It's like it's best for you to try to aim to move forward in that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, when I go back to the loops thing, it kind of looks like, to me, it looks like a bit like the whole Def Jam Bad Boy thing in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Even other, you know, crews and you know, hip hop heads that were beefing throughout history, and it got real. It's reminded me of that, and I feel like the best way, in my opinion, I would say, to handle these situations is simply through some sort of communication. You know what I'm saying? And if that's not the key, and if it's gonna be beef, the goal actually is, when it comes to hip hop, if it's gonna be beef, the point is to keep it on wax. You feel what I'm saying? If you're gonna beef with this one and beef with that one, keep it on wax. Just let it be. Y'all diss each other. This record, blah blah blah. Once it starts to get to the point where you whipping out a gun, you trying to kill somebody or get somebody killed, that's when it's like, okay, it's getting a little too personal, it's getting a little too emotional. Squash it. You should just squash it. But you know, all together with this situation with Lil Durk is real sad. I guess, you know, I'm gonna definitely keep on.